Hello.
Hello, mate. All right, take us away.
We woke up the next morning, early again. Shockingly made it out of the hotel on time. And we went to Uxmal, which was another ruin like Chichen Itza with practically nobody there. The parking lot was tiny and it was never once full.
Yeah.
And yeah.
All right, so we just arrived to Uxmal, which I believe is how you say it. And one review said we were going to be standing in line for 3 hours, so it said be prepared. Oh, an hour and a half. Be prepared to stand in line forever.
So it's the worst place ever.
And we must have ran over the line. I don't know. Head up the stairs. Not like big stuff yet, but we gotta climb up the low part of it. I'm just gonna go up here and it's around the corner. Let's go. Steps a doozy. Uxmal, the Pyramid of the Magician, also known as the Pyramid of the Serpent.
Sure.
There's rumors, I mean, you used to be able to climb all the pyramids, so Chichen Itza, Uxmal, up in Mexico City. And so we've been kind of chasing ruins, hoping that we could climb a pyramid, but
it's so funny, everybody in their blogs, as their dated 2023, oh yeah, you can climb it, and I'm starting to think none of them have actually been there.
Chichen Itza was wild, which is why I think I prefer Uxmal a little bit over Chichen Itza for two things. One, there was a lot less crowds, and I felt like at Chichen Itza you kind of had to rush through things because there's almost like people pushing you, you know, out of the way, or people want to get pictures, and so you're always in somebody's way or in somebody's picture. And at Uxmal, it was just take your time. And if your kid's throwing a tantrum, that's fine. I mean, there's like 10 people there, so it doesn't really matter. And you're not constantly in somebody's picture. You're not.
I like how you say if your kid's throwing a tantrum.
When your kid throws a tantrum.
Tantrums.
So that was one thing I liked about it. The other thing I liked about it is Uxmal doesn't allow vendors, and Chichen Itza does. So if you're not being harassed by people, well, it's not like they're harassing you, but if you're not being pushed around by people trying to get a photo or staring at your kid while they're screaming, then you have somebody trying to sell you something for almost free. You heard that phrase so many times. Almost free, almost free. Yeah, I'm sure. How about let's just do free? No, it's almost free. Okay. Yeah. So Uxmal was just really peaceful, and it was in a lot better shape than Chichen Itza was. I overheard this tour guide, which is pro tip. Don't pay for a tour guide. Just follow them around in somebody else's group.
We didn't follow them around.
I did. And he said there's this big hole that was covered by this tin metal, this sheet of tin on top of it. And he said that the whole platform was an underground village, and that everything we were standing on, there was houses and corridors and streets, everything underneath where we were standing on. I knew it was big, like probably 4 or 5 football fields big worth of just this whole city underground. And he said because it was so dry and so hot in the area, that the reason they built cities underground like that was because they didn't have air conditioning, and so it protected them from the environment and was a lot more comfortable place to live. And that's kind of wild. Like they just build a whole city and then basically bury it. So that was pretty cool.
Well, they're still discovering a lot of Uxmal, because that pyramid you went to go see with Brielle, the front of it was kind of cleaned up and the rest of it still had trees and everything growing. So they're still doing a lot of work at Uxmal. So I'm sure they'll keep finding more and more
Maybe
stuff
we
there.
could come back and volunteer.
That'd be
Climb the
fun.
pyramid. And then we stayed in Merida. Merida's kind of a crazy town. Merida, we were expecting it to be kind of like Valladolid, like, oh, it's a cute little town and easy to get around. Yeah, not so much. Breakfast. The governor's palace. It's actually destroyed by a fire and then rebuilt in 1892, and was rebuilt to spec the original design, and is very well maintained and upkept. It's actually an official government building used today for state affairs for the state of Yucatan. So pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. Beautiful painting of Chichen Itza. Merida was a lot of fun. It was like Valladolid on steroids, just massive comparatively, and a lot more people, a lot more traffic, and it was a lot of fun though. Then on our way home, we hit up this batch of 3 cenotes, and the coolest part was to get out to them. So they had the little parking area, but then to get out to them, you had to ride a horse-drawn cart. Let's go. Hi. He was happy about it. All right. I'm gonna hang loose. Hang loose. Whoa. What'd you think of those cenotes?
I liked them. They'd had a lot of work done to them. The other one that we went to last week was more natural. I mean, it still had work done to it, but it was more natural. And these ones, they've done a lot of work too, so.
Yeah, they had big staircases built into them, and the last one's my favorite. They like dug down these stairs into the ground, and as you walked, they cut down, and it was a big, long staircase. I mean, like, it was good, probably 70, 80 yards, just stairs. And then you walk around this corner inside the cave, and boom, huge cenote, which was way cool.
Well, and then we went back to Valladolid so we could see the night light show. It was kind of more of a projection. It's a lot what like my cousin Kyle and Kendra do on their house, which we love. We've gone there every Halloween and Christmas. We love their light show.
What do you think, Eva? This is a cool place, huh? Oh, see the lights?
And it was all about the history of Valladolid up to the present day, and they had the Spanish and the English. And anyway, and they had a park there, which Brielle loved. She played at the park, and then we went to bed and went home the next day.
So everywhere does light shows. Chichen Itza, Uxmal, Valladolid, they all have their little light show. And anyway, Marcy found some pretty hilarious bad reviews.
For some reason, there was all these reviews comparing to the ones in Egypt. I'm like, what? Why are you comparing this to Egypt? And there was one person, this light show hasn't changed since Queen Elizabeth was here in 1972. I'm like, wow, Mr. Henri.
They liked it so much that they went when originally it came out in 1972, and then they went back apparently
50 years later.
And then complained about it.
Anyway, we thought they were cool.
My favorite one was, it's literally just lights and sound. Of course it's just lights and sound. Like, what do you expect there to be? Pegasuses, unicorns? Come on, dude. It's lights and sound. It's a light show. That's what it is.
What about the next day?
What was the next day?
Well, there's a lot of construction.
Oh, you can tell about that.
There was a lot of construction, and Google Maps told us to turn right. And that right took us all the way back home. There was nowhere to turn around because we wanted to go to Ek Balam. Is that right? Anyway, we wanted to go to Ek Balam, which was another ruins. And the first place to turn around was after we went past the toll, which was super expensive, and we were almost out of gas because where we were going had gas stations, and so we weren't worried about fuel and all that. So unfortunately, we missed out on our third ruins. So when we come back,
Hi, baby.
when Tapley does the Ironman, we're going to come back to Ek Balam because it was a real bummer.
It just didn't work out. But we got back home, took the car back, hit up some street food. There's a local that we met. She gave us the lowdown on all the street food, good places to go for street food.
She was so nice to us.
She was very nice to us. And so we hit up some street food and called it a week. It was a lot of fun. What time is it? What day is it? What? Tasty Tuesdays?
Oh, this is for me.
Hey, let's read it first. Let's see what it is. Boo boo loo boo. Boo boo loo boo. has a boo-boo. They had a whole wall of these, and everybody walking by was grabbing one. So, let's see what it is. We've got some dulce de leche, so milk candies with nuts. And this one I mainly picked up out of curiosity because they're so into chili stuff here. I'm not sure if this is chili. It says strawberry. So Brielle wants to dive into, you want to dive into the Boo Boo Loo Boo first? Marcy thinks the name's hilarious.
I want this.
Okay. Ooh, look at that. So it is marshmallow and it looks like a jelly. Gonna be our first victim.
What is that?
What is that?
It's a chocolate.
What is that?
It's a chocolate.
It's just chocolate. Like almost jelly gummy. It tastes fine, but it's kind of.
Alright,
It's kissing.
milk candies next. So these are super pretty, I'll show you.
Honestly, those are really pretty.
Yeah, here we go. Look at this. Beautiful little different designs. We'll try some tasty Tuesdays. Sibling rivalry gets started early. Alright, baby.
Tastes good.
Grows on you. By the way,
I feel like this is something you'd eat when you're
Little?
while you're
Can I
having
say
tea.
they just seem kind of just like something while you're sitting off and probably just eating some little
Dulce de leches.
dulce de leche con nuez.
I got some of these because I know I like these. We did a Tasty Tuesday on these already. They're my favorite. I don't think it's gonna be spicy. Next up is the pica fresa. Pica fresa. This was the smallest pack they had. They sell these in giant bags, and I just wanted, you know, same with the Boo Boo Noo Boos. Boo Boo Loo Boo, Noo Boo, Boo Boo Boobies, whatever. They sell those in giant bags too. That was the smallest one I could find. Alright,
Let's suffer.
I don't think it's gonna be hot. You think it's gonna be spicy?
I'm very scared.
Hey, baby. No, that's not spicy.
What?
What?
It's today.
Well, I wasn't nervous. Is it chili? There's chili on there, huh?
I love this.
There is chili on there. Come on, Mexico. There's nothing on here that says it has chili in it.
But it's red. What do you think?
It is chili strawberry.
Oh,
It's not just chili on the outside. It's like, it's all the way through. It's sour.
right.
Mine's not spicy.
Well, I'm wondering if it just comes out.
What do you think, Rio?
It's tasty today.
That's tasty on Tuesday. So next week we'll do Tasty Tuesday on the streets and do some street vendor. Some street vendor
Judy got it tasty today.
Tasty Tuesdays. They have a lot of street vendors here, which I absolutely love. We probably have like half of our meals at a street vendor.
This is the thing though. Well, you and Brielle do. Capital was a foodie before. I think it's 10 times worse now. I think you're even worse now.
More of a
Don't you
foodie.
think?
Well, I don't have anything else. You took away cars. You took away.
I didn't think that.
Okay, so yeah, I'm more of a foodie now because I have less hobbies readily available.
You turned to food.
I've turned to food to survive. Hobbyist.
That wraps up today's Tasty Tuesday. If you've tried these before, any of these, let us know in the comments your thoughts on them. Wow, that can go wrong.
Told you. Told you.
Woo!
See the pallet cake, baby? Yeah. Look at that, pretty sweet. There he goes again. What'd she say?
Sister came out and started, I want to ride the motorcycle.
Baby, you riding a motorcycle?
Yeah,
So fun?
we're going down here.
Oh, it's going down here, huh? So, auto taxis for the win. They're the favorite now, huh? Oh, this isn't really the way to our house. Here we go. We're going over the ramp. Suerte, ¿no?
Maybe it's the
Sad day. I love this place. Bye, we'll be back. It was a big week.
Until next time, we'll see you.
You say bye?
Bye.
You want to say adios? Adios. Dear younger self, I know you felt overwhelmed by a lot of things this week. There's a lot going on in your life, and it can feel like no matter how hard you work, you'll never get caught up. Building cars was like that at first too. So many parts and pieces, checklists that seem to be endless. At times it's hard to even know what needed to be done next. Life can feel a lot the same way. That's where inventory comes in. Taking inventory is listing everything that's important, things you want to experience, goals you want to accomplish, as well as the tools and resources you can use to make it happen. When building a car, the first item of business is inventory. I tear the car down, make 3 lists: replace, repair, and reduce. The same can be done with things in our lives. Replace items that are needed but too worn to make them nice again, or aren't in working order. Repair things that need to keep the car more authentic, things that if weren't there, the car would have less of a story and be less itself. Some things in this category just need to be cleaned up and polished, while others will need complete reworking. Finally, there's reduce, getting rid of the things the car doesn't need. In life, we can do the same thing. We can replace things that aren't working out with things that work better, coping techniques, bad habits, and sometimes even friends will need to be replaced. Repair what makes you, you. Relationships, your physical body, and things that you love to do but haven't had time to do for a while. Reduce. What's cluttering your life that can be reduced? Physical things, mental things, activities. Where can you make more time to focus on what matters most? Organize the lists from most important to least important and start at the top. If you need tools or resources to make things happen, create a plan to get what you need. Clear out the clutter and organize what's left. You'll have a better idea of where you want to go and how to get there. Don't skimp on this one. Grab a pen and paper and make it happen. Write down what makes your life a life worth living.